Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be looking at Chapter 3, Section 2.5, which is all about expansion and industrialization in the United States. I want to introduce Miss Emma to you guys. She's sitting up here all snuggly. It's hard to kind of see her face because she is a black cat, but she may be in a few of the videos that you see this week because I am batch filming or filming a lot of the videos on Sunday night. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn about settling the West, which resulted in a lot of Indian Native American removal. Our textbook uses the term Indian removal at some points because that was what they were referred to back then. However, we need to remember that they are called Native Americans. And then finally, we're going to look at some industrialization. Our main idea for this section is that during the 1800s, the United States expanded its territory and industries. So the treaty that settled the Revolution expanded U.S. territory to include land east of the Mississippi River. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson doubled the size of the country by making the Louisiana Purchase. Some Americans expected that the United States would expand its territory all the way to the Pacific Ocean, and many Americans believed that the United States had the right to do so. This idea came to be known as Manifest Destiny. In 1804, Army officers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark were hired to lead an exploration of the newly purchased land. The expedition set out from St. Louis and traveled to the Pacific Ocean and back. Its arrival at the Columbia River in Oregon was important because it helped establish a U.S. claim as far west as the Pacific Ocean. So, starting in the 1840s, thousands of Americans became pioneers or settlers of new land. Their westward journey was marked by rough lands, deep rivers, the threat of disease, and even possible attacks by Native Americans. The trails that they used, such as the Santa Fe and Oregon trails, will still show deep ruts from wagon wheels. Unfortunately, settlers' thirst for land also led to the forced removal of many Native Americans. Miss Emma's getting a little restless back here. Go lay down, baby girls. We'll see what she decides to do. Okay, apparently I am recording the video for like this because she wants pets. So the Indian Removal Act of 1830 relocated Native American tribes to the west. Some tribes in the southeast had highly developed farming and government, and they didn't have any interest in land to the west. However, if tribes refused to leave, the U.S. troops would force them out. For example, the Cherokee, who tried to negotiate to keep their land, were eventually forced into a strenuous or really difficult 116-day journey to Oklahoma. And this route became known as the Trail of Tears because many, many Cherokee died during it. So after independence, industry grew quickly in the East, especially textiles. By 1813, for example, the production of cloth was completely mechanized or made by machines rather than hand. Oh, bye, Emma's. Sad face. Okay, anyway. The town of Lowell, Massachusetts, with its early textile mills, was the first U.S. town to be planned around an industry. So, industrialization is the shift to large scale production, and it expanded throughout the 19th century. The construction of the Erie Canal in 1825 provided a water route from the Atlantic to the Great Lakes, and as a result, New York City became a major American port. Ooh, ooh. Someone else is coming to say hi. Hi, Louie babies. He might not like that. Okay, bye, Louie babies. Sorry, I tried, guys. Where was I? Yes, New York City became a major American port. Railroads also allowed goods and people to travel even greater distances, especially on the Transcontinental Railroad. The Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869 and it crossed the entire continent. This railroad specifically, as well as all railroads and new transportation methods, made movement to the West faster and easier for Americans than it had ever been before. All right, so to wrap up, things to remember from the section, starting in 1803, pioneers began to move west. And as they moved farther west, tensions with Native Americans rose and eventually led to Native Americans being kicked out of their land. And then industrialization led to the rise of new industries that promoted both wealth and prosperity for many Americans. Thank you guys for listening. Go ahead and check back in Canvas to see what your next job is, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.